The following program is for adult audiences only.
Running on Empty with Mr. Windy.
I fucked up again and again and again. I'm fucking up. I'm fucking up. And I don't know. One of them for sure is goddamn sure simply because I am not a kid anymore. Okay? You know that song by what's his name? Rocky Mountain High by gotta get some 10-year-old smart to figure out his shit? Yeah, well, listen to this. Here's my biggest fuck up. This is where I gotta eat some crow. And by eating this crow, I'm gonna save a wild cat. Because for the longest time now, I have thought that I had at least one and maybe two of my birds were gone, my chickens. And they're very hard to count. They don't stay still. I took pictures and tried it and did everything. And I was convinced that I had one or two. Then I see this big, long-haired black cat. Listen, this motherfucker looks like a lynx or some shit that should be in what's that movie with the dinosaurs in it? It's a fucking cat looking like that. Made for wintertime in Michigan, living in the wild. So it's a long-haired, wild, black cat. Okay. I caught the motherfucker stuck on my birds 2 or 3 times. And now even Buck told me the other day, he said, I've seen that cat. I was like, God damn it, that's it. That's fucking it. So I went and acquired me a badass pellet gun. And I said, I'm going to put this right on social media. Everybody's crying and moaning about everybody putting shit on social media. I said, I'm going to put something on social media. Whoever's cat this is, or if it's a wild cat and it's threatening my fucking chickens and killing them, I'm going to kill that fucking cat. Well, then Jill, Buck's wife, told me, yeah, you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. You don't want to say on Facebook that you're going to kill a cat because you have the DNR. That's the Department of Natural Resources here. And they'll be here. I was like, wait a minute. If I understand the law right, if you have any kind of wild animal, whether it's a deer eating your corn in the garden, or whether it's a fucking raccoon eating your fucking cantaloupes or whatever the fuck it may be, you have the right to eliminate that. You don't have to let them eat it. You can't shoot a fucking firearm, but you can shoot a slingshot and you can shoot, I think, a pellet gun, whatever it takes. So anyway,
have you been seeing what's going on in Los Angeles and now in other cities?
Yes. That's in my notes. I was just trying to eat the fucking crow. Listen, here's the deal. I'm getting to Los Angeles. I'm doing that. Okay. Let me get to it. I want to tell you what happened yesterday. Yesterday was one of the best days ever that I've had in my life in a very long time. Very long time.
What, did you get laid yesterday, or something? You get laid? What happened?
Listen, why don't you shut up for a minute and let me talk, because we can't talk over each other. Otherwise, I'll just talk right the fuck over you. Listen to this. So yesterday is Jill's birthday, Buck's wife, Jill. That's her birthday yesterday. So the children are here. They're children. Their children are not my age. They're your age. But they have children. And there's 2 of them. One's named Maddie, 12-year-old girl. The other one is Little Dean, 13-year-old boy. And they're out here playing around, doing all kinds of stuff. I said, because I've been having such a hard time counting them fucking chickens, and so is everybody else, because they run around too much. And so I give Maddie a can of corn, and I give Little Dean a can of peas. I said, take these out there and throw them all over that playpen. The one I got the chicken wire from you to go across, it's about 50 by 50. But you broadcast the corn and peas everywhere. And then when all them birds are all out there and they're running around, y'all see it between the 2 of you. You can count how many there are. So they throw them out there. And here goes Maddie first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm like, wait a minute. You just counted 25? Yep. There goes Little Dean. I said, Little Dean, see what you see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I'm like, holy fuck. And he's 25. I said, wait, man, this can't be. Throw some more corn, throw some more peas, and count them again. Here goes Maddie again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Runs right at 25. I watched the count right. I'm watching it point at him. 1, 2, 23, 24, 25. Okay, here goes little Dean. Do me another one, will you? And so he counts him up. 1, 2, right at 25. That means all this time that I thought that one of my birds was missing, or maybe even 2 was missing, none are missing. So my record of never, when we got these birds, you fucking made some stupid, silly little ass fucking joke about why did I come up with a number of 17 chickens? And because in case you lose a few, I wanted to get at least a dozen a day because I used to sell the eggs to pay for the feed. So in this case, I said 17, and Buck said, no, we'll get 25. Well, I need 25. Well, I'm getting 25 because you're going to lose some. Well, guess what? I thought I lost 2. Now I'm going to kill that. I was convinced that cat had gotten a couple. I asked these people on there, I said, do you think a wild cat could jump a 3-foot metal fucking fence? I'm talking about the roofing tin, not no wire fence, roofing tin. You think that cat could jump that thing and go in there and grab one of these birds and go back and jump back over? They said, oh yeah, these fucking wild cats up here, fuck yeah, they'll fucking grab one of those. I said, yeah, but there should be feathers. The bird will be flopping. I couldn't find nothing. Couldn't find no sign of any fucking thing. So I was like, well, I guess that cat is coming and grabbing them by the neck, and they're not throwing any feathers, whatever. So I acquired a badass pellet gun, man. Holy fuck.
What about a camera? What about getting a camera on them, and then you could go back and watch it, and you'd know what happened?
Yeah, but you know what? A camera for fucking what? I need to eliminate the threat, man. I don't. What do I want?
Well, you don't even know what the threat is. You said there's no sign of any feathers or anything. You're speculating. You don't know this to be true, that it's a cat.
Yeah, but wait a minute. Listen, I already told you, rotten little motherfucker, that I have to eat crow because it was all for naught. The 2 children, Dino's children, Lil Dean and his daughter Maddie, they counted them birds for me, and they both came up with 25. So all the things I thought about that something had gotten away with 2 of my birds, all that shit, it's all not true. They're all still there. So
you
it's all good.
You still have 25 birds? You still got 25 left?
Yeah, I told you that. That both kids counted 25 birds.
Oh, because you can't count them yourself? Is that a problem?
No, you listen, you grimy motherfucker. Here's the deal. When I'm counting them, I'm like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and you're trying to, separate them, and then they run back and forth in between each other, and you don't know who went where and even Jill counted them. Jill, Buck's wife. She's the same age as me. Well, she's 1 year older.
You can tag them, put a little tag on their leg, Then if you get 25 tags and you run out.
Stupid.
You ain't never been a real farmer before, I can tell.
Shut up.
You're a fake-ass Connecticut farmer.
Oh, fuck you, man.
You need to tag them birds.
Okay,
you know exactly how many.
I'm not going to listen. Anyway, all 25 of them are there. Thank you, Maddie Stevenson. Thank you, Little Dean Stevenson, for confirming for me that all 25 birds are there. I don't have to kill the cat. So that's the only part of crow that I'm eating, was I almost killed an innocent creature.
Do you have a favorite cock out there, of the one that you think is the biggest and the one that seems to be gravitating towards you?
Yeah, but so here you go with that shit again. I see where you're going already.
Isn't that what they call the male birds? The cocks? That's what they call them.
The rooster.
Yes, the male rooster.
Right. The rooster is also called a cock. And I know where you're going, and everybody knows where you're going, the fucking perv that you are. Let's talk about cocks. Do you got a big cock?
No, I just want to know. No, I want to know.
Listen, you're trying to undress me as soon as I say the word
stupid.
Cock. Fuck you.
All I was wanting to know was, do you have I'm asking on there, do you have a big cock out there?
Right, you're trying to get me to do. Yandel's going to put a spin on this right here. If I say yes, Gentry, I got a big cock out here, and it's right here in the spaceship. Want me to pull down my shorts and look at it? And you'll be like, oh, yeah, do that. Can you send me a pic? Yeah, fuck you, man. So anyway, there is one bird that's always been the one that's bigger than everybody else. It's like my brother, David Scott Shaw. He was always bigger
Do you
than
know if
everybody
that's
else.
is that a rooster or a hen?
Well, we don't know yet. It's got a nicer comb on it than the rest of them, and it's bigger than the rest of them. But when they get, oh, here they come. Yeah, okay.
So you don't know how many hens you have as opposed to how many roosters you got at this point.
I was supposed to have 25 hens, but there is one hen in there that's a tomboy. It's bigger than everybody. It's like Tucker Paul's sister, Kelly. She's a big woman, okay? She beats up men.
Is that a transgender chicken?
Okay. You're fucking with my show now because you keep on bitching about me talking about, all this shit. I'm waiting to see, and there are people that say, listen, if you do have a rooster amongst your 25, and you know that Johnny Cash song, when the father hen will call his chickens home? Yep. If you do got a rooster in there, they said, we would like to have some fertilized eggs so we can have our own birds like yours. I said, to do that, then I will have to build a separate section. They said, no, you can eat them with others. I said, no. Because when you eat eggs that have been drilled on by a rooster, I'm not eating them. And everybody's like, well, it's just part of the chicken. Listen, so what? Men are men and women are women, and what comes out of their guts is maybe part of them, but I ain't eating it.
So you don't even want to have one rooster out of all of them. You want them all hens.
That's the intention because they're there to lay eggs, man. You see what they're doing now? There's salmonella, and they're recalling millions of eggs. They talk about, well, we're going to get more. The egg prices are going down. We're going to fucking get more chickens, and now they're coming out with salmonella and this and salmonella this. It's like the coronavirus going through chickens. So now, and then the bird flu, fuck all that. So now, you may not know because I don't know if you've ever raised your own chickens, but when you buy eggs from a store, right, they taste like an egg. But when you have farm fresh eggs, with my birds, they're eating pasta, macaroni and cheese, corn, peas. They got their regular chicken feed that they're supposed to have, but I give them snacks and shit. So when these birds, it's like feeding pigs, all kinds of shit. If you feed them the regular old pig feed, it's going to taste like a goddamn pig. But if you feed them apples and oranges and whatever the fuck they'll eat, you'll be goddamn, the meat's going to taste totally different. Same way with farm fresh eggs right here. They don't. Store-bought eggs are anemic.
How much are you going to charge for these eggs? Are you going to charge, or are you just going to give them away? You just doing this to be nice?
Well, you know what? Because I'm stupid like that, and most likely they'll all just be given away. If I can get $1 or $2 here or there just to deflect the price of the feed for them. When I used to sell eggs before, I only sold them just to get enough money back for the feed. But I always had to put in $1 every time. I had to put in $1. Well, probably now I'm going to have to put in more than $1. But you know what? They'll be happy people. They'll appreciate the eggs. And if I need something done or somebody needs something done. So you know what? 25 birds, and they're all going to lay one egg every day. You can bet on that. They'll be primed. They're fucking big and beautiful. So I'll have 25 eggs every single fucking day. So that's over 2 dozen. So we'll eat whatever we want. And then I always tell them, do I give them away or do I try to get back the money for the feed? I don't kind of give a fuck about the feed. I'm having fun raising these birds. They're pets to me. Even these people out here, Buck and Jill, say, those birds are your pets. Right. They are my pets. Right. That's why I'll kill that cat or whatever I have to do. But I don't got to kill a cat. The cat never did anything wrong. The cat never got shot. The gun's sitting right here. Now, if I do see the son of a bitch stalking over there before I get that fence over the top, I may fire a warning shot and nick it in the foot or something. It's a wild cat. I don't give a fuck. But I never did kill a cat, so I'm not in trouble. They told me I'd get in trouble if I kill the cat. I didn't kill the cat. Okay, we got all the birds out. So I'm not going to kill the cat, but I'm still going to put the fence over the top just so the birds don't fly out. Okay, so now enough with the birds. I got 25 birds, going to be more than 2 dozen eggs. They're beautiful fucking birds. Holy fuck. And they just did a Michael Stevens up here on 7 and 4, the news up here, did an experiment dropping eggs out of bubble wrap of a 2-story building, out of boxes that are full of paper and all this shit. They wanted to see if there's any way you could transport an egg without it breaking. They fucking broke every one of them. So I'm pretty sure there ain't going to be any way I'm going to be able to send you any fucking eggs. I don't know what I would put in there. Because, them people at the airport, they're going to throw those motherfuckers. They're going to get suitcases. You can't drop, if Michael Stevens can't drop an egg off a 20-foot building in bubble wrap, and, I see yellow. So, okay, so cancel your idea of me sending you some eggs. But I appreciate the money because I got the fence, and I'm out there working today to get that fence over the top. So I appreciate that. And I paid off a couple bills. I owed $25 for a fucking freezer bag full of high-class roaches. And then I owed Jill $20 for wash, dry, and fold. Nice people, man. There's like, hey, bring your laundry over here. We'll handle it. Okay. She brought it back to me, washed, dried, and folded. I was like, holy fuck. I need to be appreciative of that. So I gave Jill $20 and $1.25 for his roaches. Now, I got to tell you something real quick. Last show, I told you that goddamn Ray Gervin was the one that I was coming down there with to catch that shrimp and all that shit with. He sent me a text message after hearing that show. He said, LOL, I'd love to go to Louisiana, but I have other stuff to do. I was like, wait a minute. What the fuck did I do? So I called him. I said, did I say on my show that I was supposed to go down there with you? He said, yep. Fuck. It was Angry Dave. Angry Dave is the one who I was going down there with, not Ray Gerber. So now that's out of the way. Okay, so now we got this done. We got that done. I'm not going to get this. Now let's get to what you were talking about, these fucking riots and shit going on in California. Let me tell you something, Gentry. California, as everybody knows, is a liberal state. They're liberal, democratic, and all that shit. And in Texas and even in Florida where you are, those are conservative states. Remember, Jeb Bush was governor of Florida and his brother George was governor of Texas and all that bullshit. Well, in conservative red states, red is Republican. You can remember that. If it's colored red on the map, it's probably Republican. That's how you remember them. So Texas is red and Florida's red. And now they're getting ready for all this shit. Hallelujah, Jesus, man. These fucking people that are going through there, ICE agents, and they're just kicking fucking people out, man. And I ain't got nothing against your guitar player. I don't know where he's from. But that motel I used to stay at, the Green Wave and stuff, I wonder how many of them are around. Have you seen ICE agents in Fort Myers?
I haven't seen any.
Or even that, not around the plantation, I'm sure you goddamn in Briarwood.
We have all white people here in my neighborhood, so I hear they're not after white people.
Listen, motherfucker, I was asking you, so you don't ever run through Tice, take a drive through Tice and see if all them chili peppers are still hanging around there?
No, I do not.
Maybe they chased. Yeah, because if I come down there for a visit, I'm going to want to stay at the Green Wave Motel, and it's all good. But, and across the street's that laundromat. That was always good. Right down the street's Burger King. That's a Wendy's and KFC and all that. It was a great place. But, man, there's a lot of chili peppers there. So maybe ICE has come through there and all them chili peppers are gone. That's all I was wondering. You don't know, so forget it. So,
what some people are saying, I have talked to some Hispanics and I've talked to some African Americans, and they say this is all part of Project 2025, that the goal is to lock up all the brown people and kick out all the brown people, and that's the plan, and that I'm going to be okay, I'm told, because I'm white. but we're out to get the brown people at this point. That's what they think is going on right now. So they're trying to stand up to the tyranny they're calling, Donald Trump.
Right.
And these ICE agents.
Right.
You think that's what they're up? You think that's what they're up to?
Well, I can tell you this right now. When you say you're all right because you're white, I'm whiter than you are. I'm fucking from one of the original 13 colonies, the 5th state in the country, Connecticut. You're from Indiana. Like a 100th fucking state in the country. So yeah, you might not have very much of a fucking tan, but I'm way whiter than you are. So I'm all right too. Now, as far as getting, they asked me one day on this radio station up here. They said, "Do you think if the South would have won the war, we would still have slavery?" And if I'd had more time to think about it, I would have answered differently. But instead, I said, "I don't know, maybe." And they said, "Oh, that's just not right." But what I would have said if I thought about it more, if the South would have won, I would think that they would say, "You know what? George Washington and Thomas Jefferson and Benjamin Franklin and even Abraham Lincoln, all them people that had lots and lots of slaves long before the South, the original 13 colonies, they had slaves. They were bringing them into Virginia. They weren't bringing them into Louisiana. They weren't bringing them into fucking Texas or fucking Florida. So them guys all had slaves. And then that expanded all across the country. So if the South would have won, I would have hoped that they would have said, "You know what? This was a bad idea, George Washington, Ben Franklin, Thomas Jefferson, Alexander Hamilton, Abraham Lincoln, all you people that had slaves and stuff. It was the wrong idea. We won. So how about this? We put them right back on the fucking boat and take them back where they came from, just like right now. They're telling the Mexicans, they're telling the Colombians, they're telling El Salvador and Dominica and any of them fucking places, we'll put you on a fucking plane and you go back to where you came from." So I would have hoped, but you don't know how shit would have gone way back then.
What about when they tell you to go back where you came from? Because isn't it just
to Connecticut? Hey, you want me to go to? Hey, I'll go to Connecticut. Fuck, I'll go to my family's farm, the Shaw Farm on Sunnyside Avenue. Hell yeah, I'll go right back there. Fuck, I'll be goddamn. What are you fucking talking about? I'll go.
Well, a lot of these brown people have been born here as well, here in Southwest Florida, in Michigan, in Indiana, in Illinois.
Wait a minute. Okay, now you're getting into something totally different. Okay, if you're going to get to this thing about illegal immigration, I am a big one about, if you want to get down to illegal immigration, unless you are a Native American, then if you're white, I don't give a fuck if you're from Germany, like they are, Poland, England, like I am. I'm from England. My family's from England. Ireland, all them places came there. When the Pilgrims came ashore, if them Indians would have had a crystal ball, they would have said, "You know what? We'll help you fix the hole in your boat, but what you're getting ready to do to us and shit, we're not going to go for that. So we fix the boat and turn around and go back where you came from," just like they're doing now. Go back where you came from. Instead, the Indians were nice people. They let them ashore. They even showed them how to put fish under the corn. And they showed them about turkeys and do Thanksgiving and all that shit. And then the white man showed up with his fucking gunpowder and fucking disease and all that shit and pushed him back and pushed him back and pushed him back. You know what? When I told them, these guys on the radio, I don't even say their name anymore because they don't say mine. But when they were talking about, we can't have any more illegal immigrants, I said, you know what? You guys need to get it figured out. Unless you're a Native American, we're all illegal immigrants. When the fucking Pilgrims and Columbus and all them set foot here, they should have said, no, you're an illegal immigrant. We'll call Donald Trump. We'll call the goddamn ICE agents. Get the fuck out of here. You're not going to come kill our buffalo and bring disease and do all this shit to us. But no, they didn't know. They let I say us. It wasn't me, but, shit, I had a friend of mine who's a fucking Mexican, and he tried to tell me he was an Indian. And he said, why did your people do this to my people? I said, what the fuck are you talking about? Gabriel was his name. And he said, you white people did this to my people. And his brother told me, he's not an Indian. He's a Mexican. And I was like, Gabriel, your brother says you're not Indian, you're Mexican. Don't listen to my brother. I'm an Indian. Why did your people do this to my people? I said, man, shut the fuck up. So anyway, so we get out of that. So now what I was telling them people, these guys on the radio up here, when they said, we got to put the wall up, and I understand that because everybody's coming from everywhere. But could you imagine if the wall was up when the Pilgrims landed well, look at this, 1492, Columbus sailed the ocean blue. He found this land for me and you. Okay, right. Could you imagine if there'd have been a wall up there? You're not coming here. If them Indians could have put a wall up, then they'd fuck all this shit.
They needed the Indians needed ICE agents, is what they needed,
and a wall. Like I understand we need the wall because they're coming like ants. They're coming from every fucking where. They're coming from South America. Well, I understand that we came from England, mostly. The Pilgrims mostly came from England. Queen Victoria or King George. I think it was King George is the one who allowed them to have the fucking boats, Columbus, to go sail around. And then they come over here and found this place. But then when he found out that they found a new place, then he did that Boston Tea Party. You motherfuckers think you're just going to bail on us without paying us money. Okay, well, now the revolution's going to start. We're not in England. We left. Well, I paid for your boat. Okay, thank you. You want your money back? No. You're going to pay taxes because you're English. No, we're not. Yes, you are. Okay, fight. Okay, so you know how that went. So we ended up finally winning that son of a bitch and told them get the fuck out, and they're out. They're good friends with us. But we came from them, But everybody, listen, don't even start your shit with me. Everybody talks about this. During the Ice Age, the only human beings that were left alive were the ones in the very, very, very southern tip of Africa. That's the only place where there was no ice. Up here in America and Canada, under 900 feet of ice. That's how the Flint Hills developed in Kansas when the ice broke in Seattle. And all that water rushed from one side, from west to east, and all them waves made the Flint Hills in Kansas. They look like waves, only they're fucking rocks. Yeah, that's that fucking water, 900 foot of water. But down there in Johannesburg and the very southern tip of Africa, they were still alive. It's those people over thousands of years who migrated from South Africa, a little bit farther north, a little farther north, a little farther north. And as they got farther and farther north and they weren't in the sun all day, every day, their skin started lighting just like mine. I just had Buck tell me, you listen, you sorry motherfucker. Buck is buying shorts. He said, you need to get some sun on your legs. Right. My legs are fucking as white as you are, and that's disgusting. So I got to get out there and burn up in the fucking sun. But if you did it for thousands of years, then you would have a damn fine tan on you. So when you take away them thousands of years, if it weren't for those people, I don't think any of us would be here. So all the people say, oh, well, yeah, bitching about black people this, brown people that, yellow people this, yellow people that. Be careful, man, because if it weren't for them, it might not be any of us to be around here. So don't start that shit with me. So now, where's my next thing? Oh, okay. I'm looking at my notes now. Listen, these are some dirty motherfuckers over there, Gentry. You see what they're doing when they're shooting them big fireworks, the ones that fucking, them cannons, and they're shooting them right over the cops to where it explodes and throws the fire down on everybody. I was almost killed when I was a kid when we were on the beach in Port Aransas. This is back in the fucking 70s. And I lit one of them big giant rockets. They were fucking awesome back then. And the son of a bitch fell over, and I didn't know it. And I'm standing over there by the car to watch it go up in the sky. And the motherfucker went flying right between me and the car. I mean, if I'd have been leaned over a little bit, I'd have been, and then, hey, here's the worst thing. That son of a bitch flew up into the sand dunes in Port Aransas and exploded. It started a big fucking fire. My grandfather was in charge, Tony Budges. He decided, instead of us trying to put the fire out, we'd just get the fuck out of there. So we got the fuck out of there. Fire department came, put the fire out. They put it on the news. Somebody did something. Oh, not me, not me, not me, not me. Okay, who's next on the list? So there's that fireworks from Ranch, California. I see you guys on the news
This has been
today.
kind of a boring show, actually. Really.
Well, why don't you fucking say something, man? You fucking
I've been trying to get you to talk about stuff, but you just want to talk about
what?
Chickens and then talking about.
Listen, do you hear all this equipment? Can you hear all the equipment running around here?
Man,
can you hear that shit?
I smell my dinner. I hear the dinner bell ringing. I got to go eat dinner.
No,
man.
Listen. You're the one that told me, hey, want to do a show at 5:30?
Yeah, we've been on already for 40 minutes. I don't know if I've learned anything. I like to listen to your show to learn things, find out what's going on in the world, but man.
Yeah, but wait a minute, motherfucker. You didn't tell me about doing a show till just a little fucking while ago. I watch the fucking news at noon. Yeah, I'll tell you about the shit I saw in the fucking news. You're supposed to tell me at least a day or two ahead. You don't fucking tell me, oh, hey, you want to do a show in 2 hours? Oh, fuck. Let me go see what I can find here. Okay, well, here's what I'm doing. Here's what I see on the fucking news. You know, I'm fucking reading my fucking notes. You're really starting to make me mad. I thought I'd give you a fucking plug about how nice they said. You want to talk about what's on the fucking news? The big celebration y'all had. You probably don't even know about that Revolutionary War celebration that's going on in Fort Myers. Do you even know about that? You fucking live there. What? You don't know about that? Are you there? Don't start your shit with me. Whatever. Gotta move the phone. What's going on here? You know, if you're fucking with me. What? I hear that. I'll tell you what I saw. Well, fuck you, man. Fuck. Let me see what that is. You hear that equipment running out there? That shit that I need? Right, whatever. So you're still there, you know? Yeah. Hang on. You know what? Let me think about it. I'm smoking and drinking whiskey and shit and talking to you with only 1 or 2 hours fucking notice. You know, used to be, you know, hey, we'll do a show Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. Good. I got my goddamn notepad right here, and all the notes I got since you called me. You texted me what the fuck you did. You fucking, you're gonna do a show about 5:30. I was like, well, fuck. Let me see what's going on. You're gonna see. There goes the equipment going by again. I was supposed to be out there working. Instead, here I am fucking off with you. So instead, 2 or 3 hours, I have time to prepare for a goddamn show. And what's going on? Okay, you got the riots going on. You got Trump and China going on. You got Russia and Ukraine going on. You know, you fucking, I don't want to talk about your goddamn garden. Well, that's what I do every day, motherfucker. I got shit going on. I got cantaloupe. I got corn. I got tomatoes. What about this, you fucking cum-guzzling drag queen? All my tomatoes had gotten killed in the recent frost about a week ago. And now 12 out of 15 are coming back. Son of a bitch. And you know, if you know anything about growing shit, which you don't. Okay, never mind. Forget that, because you don't. If a plant is growing and it dies, but it comes back, the root system will be even more powerful because The roots didn't die. The top part did, and the top part came back. So now the roots know to get it on because we had ourselves a situation before. So now I got 12 out of about 20 tomato plants are coming back, which means I'm going to have tomatoes by and ripen. I got a bunch of them. I got big cherry tomatoes. I got big beefsteak tomatoes. They're good. Pretty pissed off about my fucking squash and zucchini. Only one of them come up out of about fucking 20 motherfuckers. Maybe they'll show up. And the fucking beets, we don't know about them. Strawberry patch, and goddamn, I'll send you a picture of the strawberry patch. It ain't mine, it's Bob's. Bob, the neighbor. He got a strawberry patch over there, big as your driveway. Fucking, they pick 8 quarts of strawberries every fucking year. Okay? And the corn's going good. Some are going good. What else I got out there? Cantaloupe, cucumbers, that one. So you know what? Fuck you. You sit there and say, well. What the fuck you want to talk about? You want to talk about Donald Trump and the fucking raids in fucking California? They're not going to happen in Texas. They may happen in Florida. If you know what, if that shit goes on in Miami or Tampa, no, not Tampa, Miami. Get down there closer to where you are and a little bit farther south. That's where you'll find them chili peppers. They don't get too far up north because they're too easy to recognize. And the tomatoes and the beans and all that shit are growing down there by you and Immokalee and down there by Hollywood and all them other fucking places. So get them out of there. Get them out of everywhere, man. You send, hey, listen, let's not stop there. Let's not stop there. Oh, fuck, I don't know. I might better shut up. I'll get in there and say, hell, let's get all the people. You're going to send them back to Mexico. You're going to send them back to Venezuela. You're going to send them back to Puerto Rico and El Salvador and all that shit. Why don't you just go ahead and send them on back to Africa? Why don't you go ahead and send everybody back? And while you're at it, send your fucking self back. Unless you're a Native American, you ain't fucking from here. Get the fuck out. I'm not Native American. If they say, hey, you got to go back to England. That's where you're originally from. Okay, fine. I'll go and see what the fuck they're up to. But whatever. I don't know if it's right to say, well, we decide who's from here and who's not. Well, if you're not a Native American, you're, in my mind, you are not genuinely. That's why it's called Native American. Even if you're a native Floridian, or for you, you're a native Indianan. You were born in Indiana, so you are a native Indianan. Okay? Well, if you're not a Native American, then no, think about it. You know, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Everybody fucking beat it, man. Everybody fucking beat it. Unless you're Native American. Otherwise, I guess we got to figure out, which is what they're doing, going to figure out, you know, who, see, I got hit by whiskey real quick, smoking a cigarette and trying to fucking talk to myself. You know the golden rule, right? He who has the gold makes the rules. Okay? Well, the way it is nowadays, the white man has the gold. So the white man makes the rules. Donald Trump's got a fair amount of gold. Elon Musk has got even more gold. So, you know, he who has the gold makes the rules. That's an old saying. And so he's running right on down there. You guys, you motherfuckers coming here, you ain't got no fucking gold. You got to go, man. You got to go. Okay, I'm going to hit my whiskey because I'm talking to myself now, so I do whatever the fuck I want. Watch this. Because I'll start ranting on something here in a minute, but I do got to hit this real quick. I go, bah. Fuck. I got to hit my chaser now, which is water. Yep. I don't drink whiskey anymore and chase it with natty daddies. That was causing me to dehydrate. Drinking high-powered alcohol and chasing it with high-powered alcohol. Yeah. So now I just drink whiskey and chase it with water. I ain't had any problems. You know, I'm not, you know, I'm looking all the time. I got a friend of mine whose liver went out on him, and he got a wart inside. He started turning yellow. And I don't see that happening. Everything seems to be fine. Plus, I have a German liver, you know. My father's mother, Irma Rieger, she's from Germany. My grandmother come from Germany, right? And then people have been drinking, man, since before the Ice Age. So if you wind up with a German liver, and then I got my grandmother on my mother's side, Suzanne Nelba, she's Lithuanian, no gray hair when she's 100. I don't have any gray hair. I'm 63. I don't diet. I don't do shit. So she made it to 100, more than 100. And yeah, she didn't smoke, but she drank every day. So at 100, drank every day. I used to go buy her wine. Yeah, Josh, go get me a bottle of hooch. Yeah, okay, right, Grandma. So yeah, so I got on one side, I got my grandmother Irma Rieger, Irma Shaw. To my dad's, you know, Lester Shaw is my dad's name. And I got my dad Glenn Shaw and all that shit. But his mother's name Irma Rieger, German, big time. And then on the Shaw side, on my father's side, Lester Shaw, they're from England. And then my father's mother's side, they're from Germany. On my mother's side, yeah, my grandfather, Tony, from fucking Ireland. And then my grandmother, Suzanne, they're from Lithuania. So I got a little Russian, Lithuania, close enough. A little Irish, little English, little German. 4 of them. They call that all Aryan. That's what I am, all Aryan. I have no idea what in the fuck you are. Being from Indiana, who knows? All fucking inbred, all fucking stupid, all fucking 3-time loser, all the shit you. What the fuck is Indiana fucking known for? Let me think. Let's see. What? Bobby Knight? Oh, throw a chair? Right. Fuck you, man. But I'll tell you this right now. I appreciate the money. I did get it. I paid off my roaches, $25. Paid off my laundry, my linens, $20. Bought me a big, goddamn, I bought me a big bag of weed. Big bag of 34% fucking dope. Yep. Got that. And listen to this, you filthy little son of a bitch. I still got $70 fucking dollars in my pocket. That's not counting the money at the bank. That's my reserve. What your money did was your money made it to where I don't have to tap into my reserve. I only got let's see, what's today, Thursday? I got a week and a day. Not this Friday, but next Friday. 3rd Friday of every month. I get my legitimately earned retirement money. And you go fuck yourself, motherfucker. I had a job, and we'll confirm it on one of my fucking shows. When I was 9 years old, 1970, 50 cents a day. That's what I got paid. Yeah, big time. Pretty much 90 cents an hour and all that shit. So I was working long before you fucking showed up on here. So don't fucking tell me, oh, suck it on the government teeth. You know what, bitch? When you don't piss me off. Because if you piss me off and they say, you hear what happened to Gentry? I said, oh, fuck. Oh, goddamn, don't you love hearing that question? Did you hear what happened to him? Nah, what happened to him? Oh, he's flying up there, flying to Atlanta. Got to go see the other radio show up there, like Buddy Holly and Alan Kulwicki and Kobe Bryant. Everybody fucking goddamn plane went down. Oh, fuck, that's too bad. Fuck, that's too bad. Because I told that little motherfucker, I said, what are they going to stick him in the ground at? Well, his mom's up there in Indiana. Maybe up there. I said, fuck, that'd be hard for me to find him there. You ain't going to put him down by the plantation. No. Hey, fucking old muddy ass, fucking swampy ass. He don't want to be buried under swampy ass fucking mud, alligators and snakes crawling around, shitting all over his fucking grass. And he wants to go back to Indiana, be out there by his mama. Well, fuck. Where's that at? Evansville? Terre Haute? Where the fuck's he at? Oh, somewhere in Indiana. Oh, fuck. Okay, well. I did say that I would piss on your grave and I'll mash cigarette butts out on your headstone. And I mean that. I will do that as long as I can find you. So, okay, here comes the equipment again. Pretty soon, they're going to want me to get out there and help, okay? It's your idea for me to do this, motherfucker. There they are right there, stopping right there. Yep. Probably trying. That's old Buck. They got him $100,000 skid steer. Go around here, clean it. This somebody's going to turn into a state park. Yeah, okay. He's probably he's putting the reverse beeper on. Probably trying to tell me to get out there. I don't hear you anymore, so you know what? Fuck it, man. This is your idea. You know what? You put on there, oh, this show wasn't what the fuck. Well, you make sure you put on there that you're the one that told me this morning. Hey, you want to do a show about 5:30? Fuck. Let me see what's going on, man. I'll watch the fucking news. I appreciate the kids helping me count my chickens. That was a good deal right there. Because I was going to kill an animal that did not deserve to be killed. I mean, it's one thing you're shooting a deer because you're going to eat it. I wasn't going to eat that cat. But if I thought that cat was fucking with my chickens and got one or two of them, I was going to kill it. I got the gun right here. It's right beside me. So I appreciate the money and get the chicken wire to go over the top so I ain't got to worry about what the fuck is that? Holy fuck. That looks like a goddamn hawk, man. There is a fucking hawk. Holy fuck. Look at this shit. I knew I heard that motherfucker the other day. He's right there on my fucking fence. You know what? I'm going to take a pot shot. They call it a pot shot. I know I'm not going to hit it, but I might get close. Let's see, just enough to scare it away. Let's see. Gotta take the safety off. Oh, well, there he goes. Probably scared the shit out of my fucking chickens. Okay. I gotta get on the hunt. You know what? Fuck you, Gentry. All you got's your dog Rudy. Whatever happened, you cut his leg off. Did he make it through that? Is Rudy even still alive? Y'all got another fucking dog. Clearly, I don't know. You're not a very good pet owner. If you tell me, oh, I got to take my dog to the vet, they're going to have to cut his leg off. What the fuck did you do, man? Dogs just don't do shit where they all of a sudden got to cut their leg off. You ain't said shit about him. I'll make that in my notes for the next fucking show. Whatever happened to Rudy? Yeah, because you told me, he's going to cut his leg off. Did they cut it off? Like, he walking around? Are you changing his diapers? What the fuck's going on? I got 25 fucking Rhode Island Reds and they're beautiful birds. Yeah, going to be beautiful eggs. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be, when I make I like a 3-egg omelet. I know some people like a 4-egg omelet. Some people like 2 eggs. But when I make my 3-egg omelet with these extra large eggs, and I make it a Spanish omelet with jalapenos, onions, tomatoes, and cilantro, and then hit it with a little bit of shredded hash browns and some toast or biscuits or whatever, I'm be eating like a king, man. And I'm gonna tell you something right now. I am not bullshitting you. Things are getting better all the time. Some things are a little bit challenging, but listen, fuck you. Listen to this shit. You know what today's high was? I looked down there where you're at, scummy little motherfucker. It was 90 something fucking degrees. You go, oh, nice. Go jump in your pool or stay in the house or get in your fucking truck and turn the AC on. You know what the blistering high was here today? 65 hot ass fucking degrees. And you know what? The blistering cold's going to be tonight. 55 cold degrees. Stupid son of a bitch. And you know that's exactly what you are. We got the perfect weather in the daytime, and we got the perfect weather at night. You go out here in daytime shorts and a t-shirt, beautiful. Feels like the air conditioner's on outside. When it's time to crash out at night, open the windows, beautiful. Put a light spread over you, and it feels like you got the air conditioner on extra low, 55, okay? Pull the blanket up over your head like I do. And then in the morning, get up and get ready. And the good thing about it is there's no bullshit. This is what you live for here in northern Michigan, is this weather right here. The only thing about it is it doesn't last long. Right now, it's the middle of June, so we have July, August, in September. Yeah, the cold fronts roll through here all the time. Yeah, you don't get fucking cold fronts down there, until November, whatever. We get them up here. It'll get 85. It'll get 90 degrees up here. Oh, fuck. We're all dead. Everybody's dead. Fucking 85. Damn near 90. But then tomorrow, a cold front barrels through. Then you're back to 55 and 70. And that goes on for a week or so. They're not making it to you. They only make it to Tennessee or whatever. And then you may hit another day. Oh, fucking another 90. Oh, fuck, we're all dead. Oh, fuck, we're all dead. And then 75 and 55. And then you get into September, August and September, when the planet tilts a little more, because I'm sure your stupid ass, being from Indiana, must know that as the planet tilts, this is what brings the sun to the north, the sun to the south, the sun, and as it tilts and rotates, okay? So that's the season, the 4 seasons. So now, we get into September. Yep, that's when we're tilted a little bit. And the cold fronts that were coming through here, just dropping it down to, I don't know, 50, 55. Now they start dropping it down into the 40s. Okay, fine. We'll get ready. Get ready, Eskimos. Eskimos, get ready. Hey, listen to this, you grimy motherfucker. I got the tin all lined up this year. I got me a big old, I got a deck out there in front of the club where I'll be able to shovel it off all this winter. And I'm going to put tin all the way around. I should be a lot warmer, and I learned a lot of shit since last year. I'm not just going to plastic the inside of my windows this year. I'm going to plastic the outside too. Son of a bitch. And I'll leave the one on the top open. The vent. I'm going to kill that so much. Oh, fuck. Oh, that's a bird right there, man. Yeah. Look at that. Okay, I got me a hunting ground. I see it right now. I got birds that are eating my garden. They killed another one of my Brussels sprouts. They already killed one the other day. I know it's robins. Robins are the state bird. And I know they're the ones who are doing it because I've seen them do it before. So guess what? That robin right there, and I seen another one earlier. I'm going to start gunning them down. I can't have you eating my Brussels sprouts. I have the right to defend my garden and my chickens and whatever else I got going on. Probably nothing. All right, man. Well, you know what? I got to piss. I could just piss right here on the fucking show. But that'd be rude. I got to piss. I've been drinking whiskey and water. I ain't pissing my brand new wash shorts that Jill does nice enough to wash dry and fold for me. So I'll go ahead and step out there and take me, shake the piss out of my nephew. That's what I'm getting ready to do. I'm going to step out of this big old pine tree and shake the piss right out of my nephew. And then I got other shit to do. And so I'm tired of talking to you, and I'm tired of listening to me. So you know what? I got to go, man, because I got to piss. So go fuck yourself. You know that. And you know, ooh, I got to piss really quick. You know, when I tell you to go fuck yourself, I know that you'll take that literally. And you probably do it. I don't know with what. It sure ain't with your own fucking cock. Because you know that son of a bitch ain't going to reach your chicken eye. Your little baby pork sword is not going to reach your little tight chicken eye. And you fucking know that. So don't play your fucking bullshit on me. Mine will. Because I'm not a kid like you. I'm not going to say no more. I got to go, man. I got to piss later. Get the fuck out of here. Go by. I got to drink. I got to smoke. I got to get back to work. I got to check out my chickens. I got to work in the fucking garden. And I got to piss. I'm ready to piss my fucking... I got my fingers pinching. God damn. I got my fist on the one-eyed helmet, God. And as soon as I let it go, that somebody's going to wet somebody. So you got to go. Get the fuck out of here. Goodbye, and I'll talk to you later. Thanks for the fucking money, fucking drag queen. Get out of here.